Good morning, everybody. Or, no, good afternoon. I guess it depends on where you are. Thanks for joining me. Those that have followed me or know that I normally stream from Ecuador, but I am currently back in the States and kind of stuck a little bit longer than I thought I would be. So, my schedule's been off, but now I'm actually going to try to get into a routine again. Last time I did a one-off abstract game on Board Game Arena, but now we are going to try Legacy of You. Um, and Garphill Games, man, they're so generous with their games, like on Tabletop Simulator. I remember when this first came out, maybe I played it on Tabletopia. I'm not sure. Let me turn this volume down a little bit. Uh, okay, no, that might be too much. Testing. We'll see. Anyway, and it didn't have the legacy elements of it. And I know I tried it because I know it didn't have it at the time. It was just like the base game, and I remember trying it. Is this 2 years ago now? Because I had to refresh on how to play and everything. And I remember thinking, it's like, oh man, the didn't wow me, but it seemed like the story would really add to it. And then I just saw something on their forums the other day. Somebody's thanking them that they included, the story mode now. So I went and looked on. So I looked on Tabletop Simulator, and sure enough, I mean, hats off to them. Um, so I do want to support them as much as I can. I did back Ezra and Nehemiah, so I am giving them some of my money, but most of my plays, because of the difficulty of getting games down to Ecuador, will be in online. So I really appreciate their generosity in doing this. So anyway, so Legacy of You, we are, boy, let me pull up the. I got the rule book. Let me see what the first sentence says. I'll just read it to you. So the introduction is: during the reign of Emperor Yao, the people of ancient China were constantly plagued by deadly floods along the Yellow River. Eager to put an end to the devastation, Yao selected Gun, one of his officials, to devise a plan. After 9 years of failed attempts using dams and dikes, Gun's employment came to a questionable end. After his passing, Yu inherited his father's work. Not you. Why you? Of course, it could be you. Anyway, learning from Gun's failures, Yu set out to construct a series of canals to direct the surging river into nearby fields and smaller waterways. So basically, we are building things, hiring workers. Okay, let me get into Tabletop Simulator. So this is the river, and so we are going to build canalways, which will open up locations where we can build things. And this is the flood that's going to keep coming down the river, and river progressive. So we got to stay. Like right now, if it moved there, we would lose. But if we build this canal piece and it moves, we'd be okay. And then likewise, oh, I did not set that up. Okay, well, I got to do a little bit more setup. I thought I set up before I started. But we have, let me check. We have barbarians, which are going to attack us every turn. So I know we start off with one. Let me flip him. And so we have to take care of them at the end of we can take care of them during our turn, but at the end of the round, they're going to attack us. And so, so we put out, let me see, let me look at the rule book. How many do we put out on the setup here? Yep. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. 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 where does it say? Except for the rightmost. Yeah, okay. So we got one barbarian. We'll shuffle these guys up, and we'll get not that one. We'll start off with 6 townsfolk that we can have at our ready, I guess. So we'll flip these. But as the game progresses, like the barbarians are going to fill up more of the spots. And so that's one of the ways you can lose. If there's ever 7 barbarians basically filling all 7 slots, you lose. If the flood comes to one of these canal cards, or if it goes off the edge of the board, which I just saw in the Brothers Murph, I watched one of their videos that they played solo, which was very helpful. Helped me wrap my head around this. And that's what happened there. The flood, they had built enough canals, but it went off the board before the end of the round. So that's a way to lose. If you never have enough cards to draw, you lose. So I think that's it. The 3 ways you can lose. Okay, so let's see. And so our way to win is basically build the 6 canals and then get to the end of that round. So let's go at it. So if you look over here, you can see the round structure is we harvest. We can take a bunch of actions. Oh yeah, we got to put this barge out here. Let's see. Then we get attacked, and then we refresh the card row. Okay. So this harvest, you can see the little sunrise action. If we look at the board here, these are blocked, but we can build these huts by paying this cost down here, or a labor, or a clay, wood. We can unlock some things that we'll get. And then down here, this is what we're getting now. So at the beginning of the game, we'll get 4 cards, a laborer, is that a conch? I think it's a conch shell, and some provisions. And then this is just saying if we have any of these white huts built, we can we'll get a conch for each one of those that are built. So let's go down the line. So we'll get our 4, and this won't work long term because we'll be building cards here, but I'm going to show our hand down here as much as possible. Did he just go into the board? Huh, that's interesting. Okay, we get a white worker. Let's take it from there. I guess I'll put him over here. I'm trying not to zoom out. I don't think I'm going to be good at that. There's one there. That's the conch shell. We got a laborer. Oh, we get a provision. Okay. So now we get to take actions. And so I guess I won't go. This isn't a rules teach. Don't watch me for a rules teach. But we can discard our cards like here, like play our cards, and we can get the top. Let me zoom in here. We can get the top resource. So like in this case, we can get a wood. If we played that one, we can get a red worker. What is that? That's a fighter. Let's see here. Another laborer. That's a rider, I believe. Yeah. So we can play that there. We could, and that just goes into our discard pile, and then we can reshuffle. The reshuffling is actually what causes the flood to move. So we can play them here, and they'll just come back, or we can discard them, and they'll come up into this area, and we can get the top 2 spots. We get a wood and a rider, but then they don't go into our discard deck. They're basically into the main piles deck. So that makes our deck thinner, which is not good for us. And then the symbol at the bottom below that, basically food sources, and I guess that's going to come in. Well, I know it is. It says it in the rule book, but that comes in where the story mode comes in. And I don't know exactly how it works because the brothers Murph, was it Mike? I don't know. The one that played it, they did it story mode free, so it could be completely spoiler free. But somehow those come in to play with those. And we will have some story stuff because the first card, I mean, I can't imagine you can even lose this quick where you wouldn't get this one. But that yellow golden turtle, that's a story. So we would go to a storybook and read that and do whatever it says, I guess. But there's 3 of them on there. So we got the first one, and then we got 2 at the end. So we'll see how this goes. I'm excited. Doesn't seem like it's a very easy game to me. Not complicated, but just the way the pressure rolls up or ramps up. So what am I going to do? If you see these symbols here below, see there's nothing there, but there, the rest of them all have provisions cost. So basically if you're going to interact with that card, it costs, you have to spend that provision. So like, it'd be nice to kind of beat this raider. But first off, it would cost 3 just to even like basically start. So in this case, it would cost 3, and then I'd have to pay those in workers, or my workers. And so I only have 1 provision, and I have no black or blue workers. So, okay, but I can get a black worker right here, or I mean, I need 2 white workers. I need 2 white workers. You know what? I am going to recruit this person. And so how this works is there's no provision cost in the first spot, so it's free. I could either discard them and get that worker, or I could basically put them in my deck, which prolongs like my shuffling if I have to. And there's another option for them, which I'll explain later. Okay, let's see. So that's my action. And basically you just take your actions until you pass. Now I could get another one, but it would cost me a provision. Oh, but I could get a provision back. Yeah. Hey, let's get into the story mode right away. I think we can do it. Let's see here. So I'm going to pay the provision, okay? This cost there. So I'm going to pay the provision. And I'm going to discard this card, and I get a provision back and a conch shell. So that's going to go in their discard pile there. So I get a provision back and a conch shell. And then I'm going to play this one from my hand, and I'm going to get the white worker. And I am going to build this canal now. So I got to pay 2 white workers and 2 conch shells. So let's see. Pay. That. We put the barge over here just because we can only do this once per turn. And so now we get this bonus down here. I say bonus, but if you look, building the canal is kind of dangerous. So that symbol is we're basically getting one of our worker. It's like they died or got injured. Okay, there's a person cost for building the canal, and it starts ramping up where you got to spend 2 or something like that. But this one's all positive. I'm hoping. I guess I don't know how these stories work. So we get a clay, a wood, And then we go to the storybook. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to try to get rid of that. Okay, it makes it a little cleaner. So now let's go look at the storybook. Oh, see, when I do that, I can't pop it out. Okay. So I've never looked in here. So I guess so I think there's multiple things on per page. So you got to be good, like some of the old choose your own adventure books, and just read what you're instructed to. So we're going to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it says disaster. The new canal to the east of our camp was nearing completion. Storms have been assailing us like the horrible breath of a dragon, forever slowing our progress. The men have become weary. I have been focusing on completing this work with such intent that I allowed carelessness to creep in. A short break in the torrent provided us only a moment to proceed. While I was overseeing the last reinforcement on the canal, I received word from the camp that a fire had broken out, and part of the camp was ablaze. With so many hands away at the canal, the fire raged like a beast, and despite valiant efforts from those still close by, a scorched mess is all that remains of our food store and the tents surrounding it. Food will be scarce now. We have been foraging heavily to feed the workers and keep everyone strong. A concentrated and extended effort will need to be made to restore what was lost. Continue reading on the next page, okay? Oh, it even starts off saying disaster. So this isn't good. Ooh, okay. A fool may take some solace in the stories coming from the camp that this was the work of Wuziki, the monkey demon of the river. I think I will put my energy into figuring out how to restore our food supply rather than chasing spirits. The burden of this oversight will hang over me for a long time, not unlike the storm clouds that now gather once again. At least the canal is done. So file the completed canal card in the box under history. Okay. All right, so let's see here. Let's see how to do this with this. Oh, so that was the card we just did. Oh, I haven't done it yet. So I'm going to put that in history, which is that tile or that bag. Now find card 16 in the story deck and place it alongside the board with the side shown below face up. So like this with the food, okay. This is a food shortage card. In addition to the standard rules for winning the game, you will also need to fulfill the requirements of this card. You cannot claim a victory if it remains unfulfilled. If you are defeated, the food shortage card will be added to your next game during setup in the same manner. It will remain in all future games until you fulfill it. In order to fulfill the shortage card, you must place 3 townsfolk cards from your hand onto the food shortage card in the sequence shown. Okay. Each townsfolk card placed must feature the indicated food icon on its left side. To be clear, the first townsfolk card must feature milk. Oh, I'm looking top down. Okay. The first townsfolk card must feature milk, the second fish, and the third meat. Immediately after placing the third townsfolk card, turn to the indicated entry in the storybook, 13. Oh, okay, it's going to be on the card. You gain no other benefit from placing townsfolk's cards here, other than progressing towards fulfilling the food shortage card. Great. Townsfolk cards placed on the food shortage cards are locked there until it is fulfilled. You cannot optionally pick them up later. If you are defeated, any townsfolk cards still on the food shortage card are returned to the townsfolk deck for future games. They are not left on the food shortage card for your next game. Okay, so that's it. So we gotta find card 16. Can I search with that popped open? Yeah, I gotta close this. Um, so that must be, oh yeah, because it's telling you, oh, okay, that's interesting. So that's telling you what story card it came from. There's 16. There's some monkeys. So let's place this out. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, let me set this over here and close this. Make sure I don't close. And then we'll get to the overall view again. Okay. So that was not good. Not good. And I don't have any meat. That was a milk. Okay. And there's no fish. Oh, there is a fish. Okay. All right, so that's not helping me. So what could I do? If I get a white worker, oh, I can't get a white worker. I was just thinking if I can get a white worker, I could build one of these things. Because this I got 2 spots available where I can build. You can see a little box outline, so I can build. Is that a farm? That might be a farm. That's a hut. And I think this is an outpost. So basically I got 2 spots where I can build things up. But I need a white worker. Okay, I gotta move this down a little bit. One of my other options is one of the options I can do is I could put one of these underneath here. These I could tuck that underneath. Oh, they're not tucking. Oh no. They don't tuck. Will it let me do this? Oh, it would. I could tuck it like that. And then on my next harvest part, I would get a provision and a conch shell. But that card's out of the game, basically. This would give me a brick and a conch shell. And that would give me another wood. I could possibly buy one of these. And so, for instance, just to show you, like, if I built a farm somewhere, then on the harvest, I could choose any worker I want besides a laborer. So that's how you and you can choose either one you want. I think same thing with this way. You can choose either one you want. So this is basically just making your laborers, basically all your workers, more versatile. So this, if I had this, white and yellow are interchangeable either way. And if I had like 2 of them off, if I had 2 of them off, white, in this case, white, blue, and yellow, all 3 of them are interchangeable. I can use them. So this is a spot here. I can just place a worker. I don't have any workers now, but I could get one. So anyway, I'm thinking about this tucking one of these guys. I don't want to tuck them because I need a fish. I don't know how many fish I have in my deck. I could play a provision and get a yellow worker. I don't know how that would help me. I kind of need a blue worker. Oh, I was thinking. Oh, I see. See, I was thinking if I could get that guy and tuck him, I can get a blue during my harvest. So I could recruit him, but he wouldn't come into my hand until the shuffle. Ah, yeah. So I don't want to spin her because of the fish, or discard her, I mean, or tuck her. So I want to keep her in play, kind of. So I am going to just play her for the black worker. Okay, so now let me. I didn't want to zoom out. So I got a black worker. So now, do I want to tuck one of these to start off? I think getting a provision every time might help. I'm going to tuck this one. We'll see. We'll see how this works out. No, go underneath. Oh wait, they told me there's a tabletop tip I'll show you. If you tuck, yeah, if you wait, how do I do this? You right click is how you normally grab a card. If you hold down, you left click to grab a card. If you right click by holding it, it's going to slide it underneath. But you have to release the right button first. Nope. Okay, let me see. Maybe you have to release the left button first? And then, yeah. So you can't release the right one, because then it'll go back on top. Okay, so there we are. So I have one more card to do something with. Oh, I have a worker. I'm going to place it here to get a provision. Because these, down on these spots down here, will come back at the end of the turn. They're not actually spent. So that's nice. So actually, I have 2 provisions. I could do something with this. What do they have here? These 2 are 2. I could spend 2 provisions to get 2 provisions. Why would I do that? Nobody's got meat. I don't like this. I could spend 2 provisions and recruit this guy. Both these guys will give me white workers. Oh. But I want to fight a raider next turn. Now, I'm going to keep my 2 provisions. I'm not going to do anything. So I'm just going to place this card for the red worker. Okay. So that was longer than I thought it would be for. Let me make sure you guys can see what's. Yeah, okay, you can still see. All right, well, I'm not going to use the 2 provisions. So we're done. So now, we look at the little thing here. We took our actions. We turned the barge. So now he goes to the leftmost canal. So he's ahead here. We suffer attacks. So this guy, I could do that too. I think I will. On the bottom, it shows, that's basically, again, either destroying or injuring or capturing one of our townsfolk. So we'd have to get rid of the top card from our deck down here. Or we can bribe them with a provision, and I think that's what I'll do. So he still stays in place, though. Okay. We refresh the deck. Let's see. We refresh the card row. So these guys are going to go here. They're going to slide to the right. Then we look for this symbol on the board. See, there's only one right now. But as we build the canal, there's I think there's just 2 more. I think here and maybe here. So it's, towards the end of the game, we'll be putting 3 barbarians down every turn. And I think what it do... is that how that works? This guy slides down. And the guy goes here. Let me look at that real quick. Patiently wait. Let's see here. Yeah, harvest, take actions. Yes, yes, yes. We got the attacking. Okay, trading, using huts. Let's see. So, okay, suffer to. Okay, refresh. Okay. If required, slide any remaining barbarian cards to the left so there are enough spaces to the right for their new ones, for the new guys. So this is right. Okay. Now, one thing we can factor in is if we defeat them, we get this bonus on the right. So, like if we defeat this guy, we get a conscience worker. This one gives us 3 conscience. Not conscience. Conscience? Okay, a little loopy here. And then, since we slid them over, and there's still a space available, another townsfolk comes up. And that's it. Okay, pardon me. Let's see here. So, let's go through the phase down here. We're going to draw our 4 cards. And if any of you are watching that know this game, let me know if I'm doing something wrong. Okay. So we got our 4 cards. We get a white worker. Oh, before I forget, this guy comes back to us. So we get him back. We got our white worker. We get a conch. We get a provision. And we don't have any outposts built. But I think, I don't know. I think I want to build a farm. I think I want to build a farm. Either that one or that one. That one's just another provision. I mean, that's nice. Let's build the farm. So it's going to cost me, as you can see here, it's going to cost a white labor, a brick, or clay, I mean, and a wood. So we're going to build this guy. I think I'll take the... man. I think I'm going to take the white labor. Because we need to build this canal up. You need them. So now my question is, am I going to place them here? And this is the thing inside the box is a one-time bonus. So I get another provision, which would allow me to stave off one of the raiders, which I think I like. Or another conch shell, which I will need to build another canal. And I'll put this back. There's trading options. So you start the game with, you can trade 3 shells for a brick or 3 shells for a wood. But now as you're building, you offer up more. So now we can build 2 conch shells for a provision. All right, so, but still, I think I'll take the provision. I'm going to make it where I get the white laborer next time. Oh, wait, before I do that, I did spend the cost, but I forgot now. Down here, I got to be careful, because I was just following that Daybreak Harvest action, but I forgot. We tucked that card. So, we get another provision and a conch shell. Okay, that's nice. Okay. I'm still going to do... Well, that actually makes it interesting. Because I was thinking about that to get another provision. But now I got the 3. I can fight off one of these guys. So I could go get another shell, which would allow me more options. But I think... I think I'm going to take the provision. I'll take the provision. So now what? Now what? I mean, now I'm in good spot. I can just bribe him away. Him, I'd have to. I don't have a wood. I'd have to. If he's still on the board, in the current state, I would lose a wood I don't have. I'd have to lose a townsfolk. So I think. Let me just start off by taking this guy. I'll take him. Yeah, I think I need to be recruiting. Maybe I shouldn't have done that because I gotta put 3 people over there. Okay, so I just recruited him. There's no cost. So I gotta spend the milk. I got 1 milk. I need a blue worker. Isn't that something? I need a blue worker to fight off this guy. I don't know if I want more, because then another barbarian's going to come. Of course, it'd be cheaper to fight him. I need a meat eventually, and I got 2 more cards. So none of my other ones had meat. So the question is this guy going to have meat? All right. Well, I'm going to put this card here. There's milk. I could put another one now for fish. There's another one for fish. And now I got to find a meat guy. So I could recruit this one. I could recruit him. And I think I don't want to take a chance. Because I'm going to reshuffle next turn. I don't think I want to take a chance I don't get a meat. Because if one of these 2 doesn't have meat on it, I'm waiting another turn. Yeah, I don't want to take a chance. So I'm going to spend the 2 provisions. And I'm going to take this person. Okay, so now I got 2 left. Oh, that's kind of the same as that one. So if I tucked her, oh, I can't. I got to build that hut to tuck her. Okay. Okay, so I can't build. I really can't do much here, huh? That's kind of disappointing. I mean, you could save these workers. It just seems inefficient. So I guess I do want to do a hut at some point. Okay, so let me put the. I mean, none of those fighters need black. So let me put this here and get a provision. So I got 3 provisions and 2 shells, and I need a meat. I wonder if I'm focusing on that. I wonder if I'm focusing on that food shortage too much. Although part of me, and there's no guarantee, part of me is hoping that 13 storage is like, good job. Here's X, Y, and Z. I could recruit. You don't want that. I could recruit these 2 guys. Or this one. I mean, that one's kind of nice. It gives you 2 provisions. I kind of like the aspect of 2 provisions. I could discard this guy right now and get a clay, but that wouldn't help me. I need wood also. Oh yeah, I do need wood. I need a wood. Huh. What if? What if I can get a white worker with this guy? I'm trying to see if I can build another farm. Um, yeah, I'll get a white worker. I could dismiss this one and get a clay. I could play this, and I'd have 3 conch shells, so I could get a thing. Whatchamacallit, and I could build another farm. Let's try it. What are we? We're just playing, right? So what I say I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spend her for the provision and the conch shell. And then I'm going to spend the 3 conch shells for wood. I'm going to spend the 1 provision for this card here and discard her or dismiss. I'm not for sure what the term is now. But she's not coming to my hand. She's going to the discard, which gives me that clay. So now I have everything I need for another farm. So I'm going to play the white worker. Okay. I like that. I don't know if that's a good move, but I mean, that's a nice way you can get around things. And I'm going to clear that. I'll place it there, get an immediate conch. But now I can't build anywhere else until I clear a spot. So what technically could I do? No more workers. I could recruit that person. I think I will. I'll recruit that person. I like the double provision. Or tucking her for a black. I mean, you see that both these guys need black riders to defeat. Oh yeah, and recruiting's good too because he's gonna take a townsfolk away from me. Okay, so that's the end of my turn. So now what do? What do we do? Let's go back through it. Return the barge we didn't build. Now we suffer a tax. So I'm going to pay the 1 bribe for that. And we're going to lose this person. Flip. It wasn't a meat either, just out of curiosity. So we lose that person. So okay, so we suffered our tax. So now we refill the rolls. So we're going to get 1 more barbarian. So we get these guys. Let's see. I should say these ladies are all ladies. There's a meat one there. This is interesting because I'm enjoying this because even watching the run through I did watch. He did without the story mode, so these symbols made nothing. But now these are just an added level you got to add to your decision space, which I like. I'm not good at it. Okay, so we refresh the cards. Okay, so now we go to the harvest action. I gotta remember this one here. So let's start from top to bottom. So we're gonna get a white and any color I want. So we can get a laborer. You know what? We can do this in any order we want. Let's put the laborer back. Let's come down here. We'll go from top to bottom. I'll show you why. It might not make a difference. But let's do a provision and a conch. And then let's do this one with the 4 cards, because I want to see what the 4 cards are. So we got the 1. Oh, it's a meat. I didn't need to do that. Okay, well, that's all right. So now we flip these, bring them back. Okay, so now we're shuffling them. Okay. So immediately that's what this symbol is saying. When we shuffle them, we move the flood. So the flood is here, which is okay. But now I have to build here, because if the flood moves again, we'd lose. See, if we lose, it's a we thing. But I can win. All right. Let's see. I probably gaslight my wife like that sometimes. Sorry. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, so we didn't finish. So we got our 4 cards. So we got a white worker from this one, a conch shell, a provision, and we don't have any outpost. So now we come up here. We get our white worker, and the reason I wanted to see these cards first is to see. If any of the black, blue, or yellow showed up, and they really didn't. That is no help, people. That is 0 help. So, I guess not understanding how the game fully works. I think I do. I'm trying to see how I can get another black worker with her. I can even dismiss her and get 2. Oh, wait. It still doesn't help me, but that red worker comes back. And she gives me a red worker. So none of them offer blue workers. Man, oh man. What are we going to do? Well, I have enough to build this canal. And when we build the canal, I'll get a clay and a wood and lose things. I need to build it anyway. Let's do that. It's got to happen. I got 6 cards. I don't know if you can see that. So the flood won't. Okay, the flood won't move this turn. Theoretically. Oh, you know what we'll do? Now that we're back to we, let's go see what the story's going to do. Maybe it helps us. I said that the first time and it did not. So we're going to pay this meat, and we're going to go to story mode or storybook 13. All right, let's see how this goes. Pop out. I guess we'll just kind of scroll, not focusing on anything. 13. Okay, our foragers have done well. We have endured with simple ration food, saving whatever we can for the leaner times. We are starting to see the food store fill once again. It is meager, but the workers are inspired. Work has been hard in recent days, and a full stomach goes a long way to keep a man going. I have, however, been meditating on the events that led to the situation we now find ourselves in. Before the fire, we have been beset by storms and rain, not hospital conditions for a fire to swell. For now, there is still food to gather and store. A few extra stores of grain is not enough to see us through the winter. I will need to talk to those who were here in camp when the fire broke out. Or perhaps I should start looking for monkeys in the river. So file the completed food storage box under history. Okay, so this goes into that history pile. Place the townsfolk's cards that were on the food shortage cards into the discard. Okay. Okay, that's good. Find card 21 in the story deck and file it in the box under other setup cards for future games. What's this mean? Find card 21, we'll file it, and file it in the box under other setup cards. Other setup cards. For future games. Oh, yeah, okay. I guess you should always read the full thing. As with the previous food shortage cards, this new one will also need to be completed. See, I saw that, and I'm like, well, for filing it, how? Because it says, in order to win your next game, and will remain in play until you complete it. This food shortage card rewards one cowrie shell after placing the second Townsville card. All right, so okay, let me close this. We'll find 21. Search. No. Okay, that one. So we'll bring that out. Okay. So that's in the next setup thing. Okay. So it didn't help us. Okay. So why did I bother? Oh well, you had to do that in order. You can't win if you don't do it. 13. I'm assuming the next one's 14. Let's just take a look. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, well, that was interesting, but doesn't help our situation right now. Let me go straight on. Well. If I discard her, I can get another black. So I'd have 2 blacks, but I need a blue one. This one I could tuck and get a blue one next turn. Should I do that? Should I take her? Just recruit her? That'd be 2 provisions in the future. Okay, I'll take her. Oh, this one will give me a blue. Did I just say that? Oh, but I'd have to build this hut in order to tuck another one. Ay. Oh, I know what I said. Okay, yeah. Before we finish that story, we were going to build the canal. So we are going to do that. 2 white workers, 2 conch shells. We get a brick. We get a brick in that clay. We lose our top card. Okay. That goes over there for right now. That does not have a story mode. So I think we just discard it. Oh, wait, this is a yeah. Did I do that right? Okay, I have to look. Because what did I put in here? Yeah, that goes into history, not the Oh yeah, because that makes sense. That makes sense. Because if the next game it was there, we'd be telling the same story. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. All right. Now what? I still can't. I could play her. I need more bricks and I need more bricks. I like to build that one. How do I can get bricks? I'd like to tuck her, but I need a spot to tuck. And these two guys, which I'm probably not gonna be able to defeat, are gonna take a wood and a clay, and I'm revealing two raiders next turn. This is diabolical. So what if I pay one provision? I'm just looking ahead. I need 3 black riders, to defeat 2 of these guys. So what if I pay the 1 provision and I discard her? Oh no, I only get 1 though. I could just recruit her and then discard her next time. Because I don't see how I can get a yellow. Okay, we're going to go like that. I got a red. See, a writer might come up with reds that I need. Because I was thinking about discarding this person and getting another brick. I really need a hut space to come out. Oh, if I could build that hut spot. If I could build this hut. This is dangerous. If I could build this hut, I could place it there and I can get any worker I want. I could get a blue worker. But I messed up already by yeah, okay. Let's not think about that. Well, let me put this red worker here and get another provision. I could discard this guy to get a red worker and another brick. I need brick. I need brick. I'm going to do that. I think this is going to hurt. I like that interplay of discarding it, but then thinning your deck so bad. One second. It said OBS disconnected. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure I got enough. Clear up some memory, maybe. Yeah, let me do that. And then let's come to okay, it said it's reconnected. Hopefully it didn't interrupt the recording. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, we're back. I think we're back on track. Okay, here we go. So what was I saying? I was saying about. Oh, I did. Oh, I kind of like that. A lot of times in games, like thinning your deck is better, like in a deck builder. Usually you're getting rid of weaker cards. And this one, it really hurts. So what am I? I'm going to get the top 2. So I'm going to get a red worker, and I'm going to get a brick. Okay, so now I mean, I could do the same thing. I could discard her and get another wood, which would set me up to build this final farm, which would give me more provisions. But I think I need to build that thing. That should be my next priority. Neither one of these give me a brick. That could get me a white worker in a pinch. Or should I save my provisions so I can fight people? Because I definitely going to be fighting. 2 more workers are going to come out. I'm going to save my provisions. And I got to pay one. Or, man, or just sacrifice people. You know what? I'm going to pay one. Take her. That's it. And then I'm going to place this one for a white worker. I can't get. And I'll place this one for. I'll play this one for the provision and the conch shell. So, I could buy another provision. That wouldn't do really good. I just realized I'm going to have such little. I'm going to have such little townsfolk next turn because there's 2 raiders are going to come in. And I'll just get 1 more townsfolk. It's going to be her and she's not really helping. Oh man, this might be an early loss for me. That's okay. We learned the game, right? Let's see here. So I think that's it. So we took our action. We'll refresh the barge so we can put him out there. We suffer attacks. So I'm paying that provision to bribe. I'll pay that wood. No, I need a wood. I'm going to take 2 people off my deck. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going to take 2 people off my deck. Man, that's crazy. So the flood's going to move. Oh, man. I got to do some fighting next turn. Okay, so that's going to come over here. 2 more, because now we got that new symbol. So 2 more are going to come in. And then I've refilled that one. That does not help. That does not help. So if I don't take care of some of these guys, we lose next turn, period. Okay, well. Okay, let's not think about that. Okay, so now let's harvest. So now let's start from down here again. Let's do it that order. Provision and a conch shell. We get our 4 cards. We only get 3. So the flood's going to move because we got to reshuffle here. So let's flip that. Reshuffle. And then that red comes back. Okay, so we got our 4 cards. Now we get another worker. We get a worker. We get a conch shell. We get a provision. We don't have any outpost out. So then we get a white worker. And then... Oh, good. She did come out. She did come out. Who can we... Who could we... I'm trying to think what color we need. I could play this for yellow, I mean a blue. So that would help there. I got 2 reds. How would that work? Let me move this over. I hope that's not going off your screen. But these top 3 could get the far right guy. Of course, he's going to cost 3 provisions to fight. But I think I have to. Let's go like that. I can get 2 black from her and a blue, and I had the 2 provisions. So I am taking a blue with this one. Okay, that's our harvest action. Clear as mud. So now what? Okay, we are defeating this one. We are actually discarding. I hate to do that to you, but that'll give us 2 black workers. So we are going to fight this guy. It's going to cost a provision. It's going to cost a provision, 2 black and a blue. So he's defeated. So we look over here. We get a conch and a white worker. We got a lot of white workers here. And then let's just go ahead and defeat this guy. 1, 2, 3, and that. And that's going to give us a white worker and a conch shell. Okay, white worker and a conch shell. Yeah, we got a lot of white workers. And a conch shell. So now what could I do? What could I do? Could anything give me a brick? No. I could trade 3 for a brick, and then I could build that hut. And that'll give me any color worker I want. We're not in danger of the flood yet. We got enough spaces for the thing. So let's do that. I'm going to spend the 3 conch to get another brick. And then we're going to spend the 3 brick, a wood, and a worker. Oh, I realized I put that red worker up there. Hope I didn't do something wrong earlier. And that. So this one, we're going to place this guy. That's the only place we can place is here. So we get a worker. And what happens to this? Does this flip? Oh, look at that. We go to the story. Okay. I gotta remember, we get a worker. We still gotta go worker. I want to see what the story says before I choose which worker. Okay, so let's just set that to the side. So we're gonna go here. No, not to the book. We're gonna go to pop out the screen. We're gonna go to story 1. The promised workers arrived this morning. Among them was a young man skilled and honorable in his trade. He has settled into the camp and will be valuable in the work ahead. File the constructed hut card in the box under history. Find card 10 in the story deck and add it to your hand. All right. Okay, a good one. What did I say? It was story number 10. So this goes in history. See, I'm understanding this history thing now. And then we're going to search for 10. Oh, 10. He's going to come into our hand. Get rid of this. Okay, young man, what do you got going on for us? Oh, oh. Sounds cruel, but I immediately want to discard him for his two wood. Well, I mean, I get the 2 wood by playing him. Okay, so he can help. Oh, and we got another worker place. Yes. Okay, I'm enjoying this. All right, let's see here. So what should we do with this person? We do need a red for that. Oh wait, and I need a red. I need blues. There's another blue. There's another red though. Interesting. I'm trying to see, could I fight someone else this turn? But I don't have enough provisions. I would need 2 provisions. She can give me 2 provisions. Let's do that. She's going to give me 2 provisions. Oh, I got to remember, I can tuck another card now. Let's think about that too. She gives me, so she gave me 2 provisions. So I can fight this guy. I still have to choose somebody. I can get a blue. A yellow, I'd still be short somebody. Oh, but then I can come here and get the, yeah, so I can get a blue. Somebody, whatever color I choose. So I can get 3 workers. So let's do the cheapest one, which is 2. Okay, which one would that? That would give me 3 conch shells or another worker. Or another worker. See if I can clear one of these up, I can make. He's gonna give me 2 wood. You know what? I want to make sure I'm gonna use him for his 2 wood and stay that way. I'm still at the point where I can get my free worker from this. I get my free worker from there. So I'm going to spin this one for a blue. So I can get 2 of any color. Because I'm saying that because I got this one, and I got this one, and I think to fight, I have to go yellow. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 yellow. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to fight. So I'm going to pay the 2 provisions that we're fighting this lady here. So 2 provisions. 2 provisions, 2 yellow, and a blue. When we fight here, we're going to beat her. So we get a white worker and a conch shell. And she's out. All right. Now I just got that 1 card. I could tuck it and give me another white, but it seems like I have a lot of white workers. Or I could get a red. I don't have a... Oh, but I will need a red to fight her. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I do need a red to potentially fight her. So I'm just going to spin her for the red. Okay, well, there's this one. I think I'd rather recruit her. And I don't have a provision to recruit this person. But I could. No, but I need the 2 provisions for... Okay, I can spend 2 provisions. Or 2 conch to get a provision, which I'll pay to recruit him, looks like. And that is my actions. Right? Where can I put it? Oh, let's put this worker here. Oh, I could have saved my money. That's all right. And I'll place that to get a provision. Can you see those white workers over there? Yeah, barely. Okay, that's about the edge. Okay. So we took our actions. Got no more cards. We return the barge. We didn't build that turn. We suffer attacks. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. No, we'll spin the. Will I spin the one? I'm gonna spin a worker. I'm gonna lose the worker. And I'm gonna have to lose another worker. Yeah, okay. Because I want the 2 wood because I want to be able to build an outpost, which makes this guy really. Oh boy, this is tricky. This is tricky. So we suffered our attacks, so now we refresh the row. Oh no, there's no more townspeople. So we move those over. 2 more people will come in. Oh, there's another story guy. And then we get. Alrighty, so now we get our people back. Let me come over a little bit. I feel like I'm putting it right at the edge of your view. Of course, I'm moving around. Okay, so now let's start from the bottom up again. Oh, there's another one. No, what did I do? Where did I just take that from? Oh, that was tucked. Okay, that was confusing. So where did that come from? So we got that worker back. Oh, I guess I can lock that. Okay. So, okay, we get a worker and a conch. Or, I'm sorry, a provision and a conch. Let's see here. So now we move up. We get our 4 cards. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna have to build a 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna have to build a canal here soon. So we got our 4. I got another white laborer. So we're doing good on them. White laborer. Now what? A conch shell. A provision. And we haven't built any outposts. So now we get a white worker. And we get a worker of our choice. Now if I discard him, which is dangerous, but I could beat her immediately. Look at these people. These people I'm drafting aren't giving me very many people. Provision stuff. A white labor, I got them in spades. So I think he's gonna give me a blue. I think I want to take another blue, and then I could take a black. Or what was I saying? Oh, if I discarded him, I could get 2 blue and just take a black. And he's fairly cheap. If I beat him, I could draw another card. Oh, this is still. I'm still trying to decide what color I need, huh? If I take a blue, I don't have to discard him. I don't have to discard him. That'd be blue, blue, red. No. Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, blue, blue, red. All right, I'm just going to take a blue, so I don't have to discard that guy. But I think first things first is I gotta build this. Because as soon as I shuffle, yeah, we gotta build the spot. So I'm gonna build the three white worker. Yeah, see, I don't know if you see that the cost is going up. 3 and 2 conch shells. That goes back to the board. I get a brick and a wood. Oh, okay. But now I lose 2 from my top of my deck. So that one goes away. So now I reshuffle. Flip, reshuffle. And another one goes away. Okay, now this is getting hairy. So, okay, that goes over here. Oh, yeah, I got the wood. Yeah, okay, I got what I needed. Oh, that's a nice spot. So now I can spend a white worker and a provision to get any color worker I need. Oh. Oh. But let me do this. Let me spin this one for the blue. And let's go fight that guy. I could have discarded him for 2 blues. How would that help me? Because I still need... No, okay. It'd be nice to get 2... Okay, well, let's see. So we're going to fight this guy. So we're going to spend the 2 provisions. Okay, yeah, scroll up. 2 provisions. Oh, this person, the lady. 2 provisions. She's still 2 provisions. 2 that and a red. She's gone. We're gonna get a white shell and a laborer. White shell and a laborer. Okay. Now what? Now what? We got no workers except the white workers. I can place here and get one, basically anything. I think I need to recruit this guy. Oh, we got an outpost. So I do want to do that. So let's spin the white worker, a brick, and 3 wood to build this outpost. And which color am I going to take? Because now I could spin 2 there. I'm out of provisions though. Oh, so I need a provision to fight him. But I think if I make this blue, should I do blue? Because I got 2 I could do then, and then we place that guy and get a red. 2 blue. I think this is dangerous what I'm doing. What am I thinking? Okay, I want to build one of these. Yes, I see. I don't have 3 provision. I can only fight that guy. So I think I want to take out the blue. I'll put him there. I'll get an immediate provision, which will be helpful. Oh yeah, so I don't have to spend my conch to fight him. So then I'll spend 2 white. Okay, I'm going to spend 1 white here to get a rider. What's 2? Oh, these are spearmen. So then I'll spend 2 white as spearmen. So I'm going to do spin 2 white as spearmen. I'll do this one. And we'll defeat this guy. And we'll immediately get 3 white shells. 1, 2, 3. So we're safe from the flood, and we're safe from the bandits this time. I don't think I could get another one. Yeah, I can't tuck. I'm gonna get that white worker back. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna end my round here. So I'll place that one white worker to get another provision. I guess I'm not ending my round, but so I'll spend them for 2 provisions. I'll spend her for a provision and a shell. And I'll spend her for a wood. And I will recruit this person. Yes, I'll recruit that person. And I'll spend 1 and 1 provision to recruit those 2. Just hold off the flood for a little bit. How long have I been playing? Oh, I think it's saying I'm not streaming. I can't tell. Can you guys see me? Yeah, it says I'm live. Oh well. We'll see. If not, hopefully you see me. When that OBS disconnected, it came back up saying still streaming. Okay, but anyway. So I recruited those 2 people. And can't fight anymore. I could pay to do things. Like what? Yeah, it doesn't serve any purpose now. Okay, so we did our actions. Return the barge to this space now. Let's see. We suffer attacks. Oh, a white worker. I don't have a white worker or a brick. I don't want to get rid of cards per se. So that's what I'll do. I'll spend. You know what I'll do? I'll spend 3. I'm gonna kind of cheat here. I'll spend 3 to get a brick. And I'm going to put this provision back and take this white worker. And so I'll spend this white worker and a brick to bribe him. So that's it. Okay, so now we do the card row. 2 more are going to come in. So that goes down 2. And then we get 3 workers, townsfolk. Okay. Okay. So the flood's not going to move yet. The flood is not moving yet. And we're still ahead. So I guess this is still the work. It's trying to, it's hard to say. Hard to say what we're doing. All right, so let's take this guy back. So we'll start down here. We'll get a provision. We'll get a conch shell. Then we'll come here. We'll get our 4 cards. Okay. Well, I can just, okay. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I get a white worker. I get a conch shell. I get a provision. And we do have a outpost out. So we get another conch shell. When we come up here, I get a white worker. And now, what color do we take? I don't have a lot of white workers. I don't have a lot of workers. These aren't going to give me... Well, I can give me 2 red. Yeah, if I get 2 red and then a black... Okay. Okay. Let's go after her. So I'm going to take a black, the rider. Okay. I could... Now then the flood would move. I mean, it's going to move eventually. And I would get, you know what? Let's see what the story does. So I'm going to discard her and get the 2 red. So now I'm going to pay the 2 red. Oh, and 2 provisions. I hope I haven't missed any of those costs earlier. So we beat her, and there's nothing you get, but you get story card 13. No, I mean, you go to story. What? No, we had a 13 already. 12. So let's pop this out. We'll go to, it's probably down there. 12. It is days like this that makes me yearn for home. There are still our people who do not see. They cannot see that the work we are doing is for all of the Empire. They only see a chance to take. My heart bleeds for them and their ignorance, just as my men bleed for our work to carry on. We push back a strong foe, but the cost of our own warriors is high. My thoughts will be with the rest of my warriors tonight as they remember the fallen. File the defeated barbarian card in the box under history. Take 2 damage and gain 3. Oh boy. Okay, so that's going into the history. I get 3 cower shells, but I have to take 2 damage. So that one goes away. So now I reshuffle. Flip. Shuffle. So that goes away. And the flood moved because I just did that. Yeah, these story cards are not helpful. So I gotta, oh man, I gotta do some recruiting here. So yeah, so let's, you know what? Because I'm gonna have to lose 2. Well, not yet. So let's pay the 3 workers. We're gonna build the next canal spot. 3 workers, 2 conch. We're going to build this one. So I get a brick, wood, and I lose 2 more. This is crazy. Okay, I lose 2 more. That goes away. And three raiders are going to come this turn. My goodness. I think just because of the number of cards I got to recruit. I don't see how I can get... I don't even have any white workers. I could spend 4 to get 1 white worker. What would that do? I could build a farm and get a black worker. Huh. I could dismiss her for a white worker. Recruit him. I want to recruit. I could recruit both of them. I think I got to recruit both of them. Because I think I'm going to be taking damage here too. So we'll recruit both of them. He can't give me a worker. So let's go provision and conch. Provision conch. I see now if I discarded him. See, discarding just seems like the worst thing I could be doing right now. I'll play her for a red worker. And I'll play him. I don't want to discard. I'll play him for the 2 wood. I could put her there and get any color, but I can't get a laborer though. So it's not like I can build this settlement. I could pay 4 conch. When am I losing this next turn? I don't want to lose the brick because I could build another outpost. I could build another outpost. How can I build another outpost? Oh yeah, if I came down. Wait, I'd have to spend 4. I'd have to spend 4 of my shells. Okay, so 2 of them are going to go for bribing this guy. 1 of my wood's going to go bribe this guy. I could just hold off on the brick. Or lose a worker. I don't want to lose a worker. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to come here. And I'll take a black worker. Well, that was interesting. What did I do? Oh, so that should still be there. How did I grab that? What did I throw there? Oh, yeah, there's the black worker. I took the black worker. I'll put him there just to get a provision because I'll get that guy back. And I'm not going to spend anything. So I think we're done. So now I'm going to suffer the attacks and I'm going to bribe them all. A brick, a wood, and 2 conch shells. Bribe. Oh yeah, but 3 are going to come out. Oh man, this is 3's going to come out. And then 1 townsfolk. Well, that gets me a brick. Okay. Anyway, so now, okay, the barge comes out. He goes there. So now, let's start from the bottom. We'll get our provision in a conch shell. I really think I'm doomed, but let's see. So let's get our 4 cards. We have 4 cards. We're not shuffling yet. That's my little thing where I was delaying it 1 round. We're not done yet. So let's get the white worker, a conch shell, a provision, and then we get a 1 conch shell because of that. And then up here we get a white worker, and then any worker I want. Oh wait, I forgot these two. These 2 come back to my hand. Except white. And I actually do need... Oh no. If I get black... Can I wait another turn to build that canal? Well, now I think about it. I have to be I have to beat 3 of these. I have to beat these 3 guys. So let's take the black just for now. Yeah. That's it. That's it. So let's go fight. That's going to cost 1 provision. We'll fight this first guy. Oh, if I fight him, though, I'm going to have to draw a card and the flood's going to move. Which, I mean, it was anyway. Oh, let's take this provision back. Let's see how we're going to do this. Because there's 6 cards. Yeah, let's think about this for a second. We're going to get 2. We're going to discard him for 2 blues. Yeah, there was 2 stuck together. I'm trying to get all these cards I'm not going to use for workers and stuff in for into our shuffle deck for when we do it. So I'll play them for 2 provisions. But now provisions are only good for, yeah, okay. Do I want to, yeah, we need to hold off that flood. 2 provisions. This will get us a brick. And this will get us a wood. Okay, not very exciting, is it? So now we're going to fight this guy because we're going to have to flip a card when we win or draw a card. So we're going to spend, what did I say? We spend the provision. We spend the 2 riders. And the red is a fighter. We beat this guy. We get a conch shell. But we also have to draw a card. We got a conch shell. So now we flip these over. Flip, shuffle, shuffle, draw. But since we shuffled, the flood moves up 1. Okay, now what? We got to defeat 2 more people. So a red would be kind of handy. So I could bring this guy down here. Yeah, let's just do it as we're talking. I'll bring this guy down here and get a red. So now we can spend 2 provisions. Oh. Come on, I spent the red. How did I do that? Oh, I'm trying to think. Did I just mess something up? Oh, man. Should I have that red or not have that red? Oh, yeah, because I was getting, yeah, I was coming that. That was giving me the, no, that gave me the black to fight that guy before. I don't think I have a red person right now. Or did I have a red person? Oh, this is so confusing. Man. You could post in the comments if I don't think I should have that. That's I'm gonna lose anyway. So I still need to get a red. So I'm gonna spend here. I'm gonna spend this white worker in a provision to get a red. Then I'll spend a red and 2 blues and 2 provisions. No, I think I did spend the 2 provisions. Okay, it's been a long. I'm getting tired. So we're going to defeat this guy. I get 2. We get 2 conches. Oh, I'm going to have to sell something. Hold on. So I got to do something. So let me spend 4 to get a white worker. And then we have the because the resources are limited. So you gotta trade in, like you gotta do something in order for that to be available. Okay, so we beat 2 of the people, but 3 are gonna come out. We can't have 7. So somehow, got to figure out how to beat one more person. So we really got to kind of beat this person. So we need a yellow and a red. If I could build something, I could get a red. Yeah, I definitely can't build that canal. Yeah, this is so bad. I can't build that canal, but if I could build something, which I could build, which would give us another provision. Oh, you know what? Let's just discard this guy and get that brick. And so now I got a white worker, 3 bricks. This might not be the smart thing to do, but at least I'll have another hut. So I'm going to put that hut on the here and get a red worker, a fighter. And then this flips over and I get a conch. I'll take that. So we got 1 red worker, so we need 2 yellow workers. Oh, there's another spot for yeah, because 3 are going to come out. I mean, I got resources. Yeah, but I got the 1 red already. Can I get 2? Can I get 2 more people? Period. Regardless of color, I don't know. I mean, I guess no. I don't have white. Okay, so I have to spend. Okay, man, this is crazy. I'm going to have to spend the 4 conch to get a white worker. And I think I have to spend the white worker and a provision to get, we're going to say yellow. Okay, we got a yellow. So then I'm basically just going to do that whole thing again for get the white worker, spend it back with a provision to get a yellow worker, and now we spend the 1 provision, and we're gonna go fight that lady. Oh my goodness! So now she's gonna give us 3 conch shells. One, 2, 3. Okay. She's going to give us a conch shell. So now we're going to survive. We're going to survive another round. Feel bad for you guys. This is going on forever. Okay. So is there anything I could do to maximize something? Like I could get another, but I'm missing a brick. I can't get a brick. I can't get a worker and a brick. Oh, I could discard a card. Hold on. I could discard a card. I can discard a card to get 2 white. And I can get a worker and a brick. And I could build another outpost here, which would give me a black thing. I could place him there and get a provision. Whew, this is some math here. Oh, but I gotta pay this cost. And I only have a brick to pay. Okay. Oh wait. Let me place him. So I'll get a provision and a conch. So I think I will. I got a brick to pay. I mean a wood to pay. And I can lose 2 cards. Can't believe I'm saying that. I can't believe I'm saying that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lose 2 cards. So he hits me for a wood, and I lose 2 cards. I don't know if I can afford that because now I realize even when I built this, I gotta get rid of 2 cards. I'm so far behind. Okay, so we got to refill this. Pretty sure even the Raiders, well, I don't know if I'm going to survive this round, but okay, well, let's go through it. Okay, so we're going to get a provision and a conch. Man, this is about just staying alive. So we need 4 cards. Well, some workers showed up. That's kind of nice. 4 cards. We get a white worker. We get a conch. We get a provision. We get another conch for the outpost. We get a white worker. And now, oh, that comes back. I forgot about that. What do we want? I can get 2 yellow. Who we need to fight here? You kind of don't want to fight her because that'll oh, but 2 of these can count as blue. Yeah, let's take a yellow. Yeah, we're not gonna survive this. Defeat is coming. I go back and forth. So we got our yellow. So we took our things. So let's fight her first. She's gonna make us draw a card, but that's all right. So then we're gonna spend these 2 as yellow or as blues, and then we'll play the yellow. So we're gonna defeat her. She'll give us a white conch shell, and we have to draw a card. Let's put it there. Okay, that's a red worker. So what do we need? We got a black and a yellow. We got a black and a yellow. So we need another black. I'll place that here. We'll get another black. So that's 1 black. I'm not gonna. That's 1 black, 2 black for that, and we'll play her for yellow. And so that'll pay to fight this one. We gotta play a provision. So she's gonna give us. He's gonna give us 2 white conchs and 2 white conchs and a brick, a clay. So we gotta get rid of. So we gotta fight 1 more person with no people. I guess I gotta see it out. We gotta fight 1 more person with no people and build a canal that takes 4 people. Well, I don't think that's going to happen. Well, that would give us provision. Well, let's take her. Do I need the provision right now? Yeah, let's discard her for the provision. Because I think I need to do the people trade. But anyway, we're going to discard him. We're getting a white and a yellow. We're going to discard him because I think I need the worker. So I get two wood in any color. So I got a yellow, so I think I'll take a red. Is that a worker? How do I put in there? Okay. So now, wait a minute. I could go to this and do the story. I don't know if that's going to help though. I can't imagine that the story's going to help. I could have took a black instead, and then so I'm going to do the one white worker and a provision for another red. Then we're going to spend two provisions, and we're going to beat this guy. And we're going to get 3 conch, which we don't have any. So let's do let's spend 4 for a white worker. Then we'll get 3 of these back. But so now I need this isn't helping me though. This isn't helping me get a person. Oh yeah, I do need a red person. Okay, so I'll do that. I get a red person. So now I need a blue and a white. Oh my goodness, I actually might be able to pull this off. No, I won't be able to. So I need another white. So let's pay that 4. Wow. Then I'm going to get another white by paying 4. And I'm going to spend that white and a provision to get a blue. So I have enough. Oh my God, look at that. Just enough to build that canal. I have been dog paddling with my head above the water for like an hour now. So that goes over there. I lose 2 people. Oh, but I go to the story. Okay. All right, so I lose that one. I shuffle. I think you can see how I'm going to lose. Oh, that goes to there. Yeah. Oh, so the flood moved because we did. Oh wait, this card goes away. So what opens up? I can spend 2 to draw a card. Oh, and put it directly in my hand. I won't have enough to. I won't have a. Oh, I don't know. This is interesting. I mean, oh my goodness, this is crazy. Wait, who did we beat at the end? We beat this guy, didn't I? Oh right, because I had to trade the conch shells to get them. Yeah, but so we got our shells from. Okay. So now what? Oh, but we were supposed to go to. I'm sure that's gonna go into the discard. Let's see here. Story 24. Let's pop this out. Let's go down 24. I had been waiting hours for my workers to return from finishing our most recent canal when a shout came up from the edge of the tents. The workers had returned, but they were bloodied and tired. Barbarians had been roaming nearer and nearer to our camp, scouting for ways they can hurt our efforts. It seems like they found what they were looking for. So we put that into 24. So we put that into the thing. We'll take 34 for future games and take 1 damage. Okay. So this goes into history. We find 34, which actually should be 35. Is that how that works? No. Okay, it's kind of, 34. Flip that. That's going to go into future setup cards. Okay. So, and we take 1 damage. So I was trying to think, how could I possibly get another 2 cards in my hand? Which I have no way. No cards, no workers. Yeah. So now we take our damage. So I lose a provision, or I lose a card. So I lose a card. I lose a red worker, or I lose a card. So I lose a card. And 2 money or a card. I lose a card. I don't have it. Okay. So I officially lost. I don't know what round that was. I guess it doesn't matter. So now something happens with these. Let's take a look here in the rule book. When I lose the campaign, okay, yeah, Just looking for what happens when you lose. End of the game. So what did we actually lose to? We lose to the barbarians. No, due to damage from the barbarians. If you need a destroy townsfolk card but have none left to destroy. Okay. If you win the game, turn over the top victory card. If you lose the game, turn over the top defeat cards. This will direct you to read 1 of 2 entries from the storybook. If you lost to the flood, read the top entry. If you lost due to the barbarians or damage, read the bottom entry. Okay, so we're going to flip over close that. We're going to flip over a defeat card. And yeah, we lost to damage. So we're going to go to 9. So we're going to read the 9 story. We'll pop this out. We'll go up. We're in the home stretch, folks. Let's see here. Why is that? 9. Okay. Immaculate Tushanshi. My heart is tossed to and fro like a bird before the storm as I write to you this day. My heart grieves as we had to abandon our work this year as the barbarians moved against us in force, driving us away from the river and the canals we have worked so hard to complete. We will need to start again here, but first we will have to make our way back and push back the barbarians that remain. However, all is not hopeless, my darling. Oh, this is... messengers from His Eminence arrived in the village this evening while we arrived in defeat. They brought with them news of gifts coming from the Emperor. gifts to show his favor and acknowledgement of all the work that is being done to complete this grand design. I will have to keep news of our recent defeat to myself until I can show success to the emissaries and return them to our Lord with something to praise in court to keep his favor. So file the defeat card in the box under history. Okay. Find cards 48 through 51 and file them in the box 48 through 51. 48, 49, 50, 51. So that'd be 4 cards. These are boon cards. During the setup of your next 4 games, shuffle all remaining boon cards and reveal just one of them. And reveal just... Okay. Into the box under history. Okay. I'm thinking bags because that's Tabletop Simulator. Okay. Each boon card gives you an immediate reward before starting the game. Once you resolve the rewards, file boon cards in the box under history. Each boon card is only used for a single game, regardless of its outcome. Oh, so they're telling you right there. So you can start with 2 clay and 2 wood, 1 provision, 1 calorie, 1... oh, I was saying conch shell. And 1 labor. Okay, and choose 1 farm to remove from the game. You will gain its harvest each round, but it does not occupy one of your build sites. This farm will return for all future games. Okay. Randomly add 2 more townsfolk from the townsfolk draw pile to your ready pile. Okay, I guess those all seem pretty good. So, anyway, I don't know if anyone's still around, but thanks for watching. That was pretty cool. I'd like to see how the story goes. I wish there was more benefit in game. These boon cards will be for future games, but yeah, those actually kind of hurt during the game. That's interesting. Now they say after a campaign that you should have seen like 40 to 60% of the different cards. So theoretically, you can get 2.5 games without seeing all the cards. Well, I guess mathematically, even more than that. But so at least 1 full campaign, and it's a minimum of 7 games because you have to win 7 times or lose 7 times. Either or, it's a minimum of 7. And it could be up to 13 games. So anyway. This is good. I see where Mike Delicio from Dice Tower put this as his number 1 solo game for 2023. Yeah, because it was just recent he had it. And man, this is pretty cool. I like it. Thanks again, Garphill Games, for putting this on TTS. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. I don't know my schedule while I'm back in the United States. I don't know when I'll stream again, but follow and subscribe, like and subscribe, and all that jazz, and you'll get a notification when I go live. So anyway, everyone have a good day. Take care. Bye now.